And we're back, just having a look at one of the shorter targets. There's Nico Wiener, shooting good today. Duncan, struggling a little bit. I spoke to him and he's there going, I have two choices. I can aim or I can execute. I can't do both at the same time.
Not executing there.
Where'd that go, Tom? He's not much of a poker player. Nico, Fabien Delobelle is shooting well. I still think Nico will be in there at the end of the day.
Yep.
Hansen and Mike are pretty tidy. I mean, he must be reasonably happy. He's not going to run into anything probably this steep at the World Fields.
Yeah, I mean that's
that one got away.
Things like shooting whales the week before will, sort of you go into the world probably.
What, make or break?
Well, possibly, but I mean thinking that it's
a bit easier. Yeah, no, I mean I've got Australian Junior coming over to shoot whales for that very reason. Right, back to our standard film targets. Dirk Stuckmann in the front, having an all right sort of day. Anne Lantee 5 down into this for Stuckmann. Anne Lantee 8 down in the background. Stuckmann's...
He'd be there or thereabouts.
Yeah,
he's not going to be a million miles back, but he's having this...
he's better than I think. Yeah, well, he won the European fields, European IFAs, just out down the right-hand side.
Beating Thomas Van Eel and
Chris, yeah, and comfortably. It was not like it was close. Yeah. I think he's got just a little bit better in him. You get an idea. I mean, you go. There's nothing tricky about this target. It's a little breezy. You're shooting down through a tunnel of trees. It's
nice.
Spot on the X.
But no,
elegant.
It's not hard. I don't want to put them down. I know we haven't seen many 20s on this target today, but it's not too difficult. Again, it's just the small dots.
Yeah.
It's a 50 centimetre face at 40 metres. It's
just out the bottom for
putting poor shots in like that. Really.
Well, yeah. I mean, but I've said it and I'll say it again. It needs nothing less than an 80% shot. It can't be a bit ropey.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be perfect. If your kit is working for you, you don't have to go at 100%. But it has to be an adequate shot. It has to be the shot you practice, because it ain't going to catch by accident.
Yeah.
Where are you going with these? Nowhere quick.
I don't like it.
One of them will shoot. Yeah, that's another one out by Anne.
4-3 for your first arrow.
3 down.
Costly.
I mean, talking about Tojo being 2 down, she's 3 down.
I don't think you can call her Tojo.
You call her that all the time?
That's because we've got a bond. It's called Toja.
Toja. But she's 2 down and 3 down on this side, a former world champion herself,
Yeah.
This isn't a good target for her.
No, I think that you're going to see... it'd be easy to look at the videos. That's in the middle. It'd be easy to look at the videos and look at the scores at the end of the day and go, oh, well, the top guys are that good. It's less than 5 down is going to be tidy.
Yeah.
I think it's easing into 5 down is not going to guarantee you a space on the top target. I think it will. I think people will slip towards the end, but I think that...
What's top going to be then? Obviously everyone's dropped now, haven't they? So there's no...
You could get round 2 down. That's another X.
Well, actually Fabien might not have it this...
Fabien is clean to here. We saw Mike drop a shot, and as far as I know, that's still the only shot he's dropped.
Yeah.
Stefan's 2 down.
5 down is... top 2 groups.
No, I think 5th will be the to use my favourite American term, the bubble position for top and second group. I have no idea why it's called the bubble position.
I don't even know what it means.
It's used. That's another X. It's used in qualifying for positions 8, 16, 32.
Oh yeah.
So where you have to shoot against number 1.
Okay, I get you.
It's going to be interesting over the next, the back half of this round, and then tomorrow. I mean, one of the things about Lier is it's the closest we get to a sort of fear of dropping points course. And there's been some awe-inspiring scores. I mean, Dave Cousins done it twice. He's cleaned the second day, and he's also...
So Ben English cleaned the second day.
Yeah, but he also, has that day when he went the second half clean for the first day.
Yeah.
Right, Toja, nice trousers. Snow camo is what I'm calling those. And Guillaume Humetz.
Yes,
He's in the
nice,
X.
right in the middle.
Toja decides against it. Sander Dolderman in the background.
Sander very busy nowadays.
Yes, well, with the Kings of
Ranging
Archery
Kings of
stuff,
Archery,
yes.
I think they just had to move to a bigger venue, I believe.
Yes. That's pretty stable. Just out of the top 5. And her X count is going along nicely. Last time I looked, her X count was comparable. I think she'd be second on the boys. I mean,
It's a pretty
Toja.
impressive field of boys as well.
Toya's a kind of Mae West of archery. When she's good, she's good. Doesn't really stand out because when she's bad, she's not better.
Okay.
Right. Just make that back end go straight. Little bobble, but as long as it goes front and back on Toja, it'll get there. I think that's only a 5.
Ooh.
That's. She'll just move on this to try and keep the X count ticking along. The thing about Toja is, it's a lot better what she's doing this year, but she still requires that tie-up between front and back. They both have to move to make a good shot. It's a very dynamic... It's sort of like, you see it in some... Yes, that shot. There's no real discussion. I mean, again, 5, smidge out. But it requires both the front and the back to move. Low 5 for Humetz. I am always going to be a little calmer watching somebody shoot who only has to make one end move.
Yeah.
Back end would be nice. Now, let's see where she goes with this. 20 on this would be nice.
Haven't seen many 20s on it.
Yeah,
So
right hand
5.
5, take it. It's about not dropping points.
Yeah.
Now then, the man of the moment, and I mean that to be the prime shooter in the front. Fabien, I can't decide whether he's fighting back a broad smile or he's terrified.
I don't think
He's a good shooter. I
good
think he is
shooter.
terrified.
You
I
reckon?
spoke to him, yes.
Maybe being clean at this point
Yeah.
is terrifying.
But
Oh, nice.
that's tidy. And again, one of the things that I like about what he does is that and Wales' best archer in the background, Geraint, not having a good day. But
Yeah, he did get quite a lot of tweets and things after Geraint Thomas won the Tour de France.
But if you watch what
It's quite funny.
Fabien does, it's nearly that sort of classy, what I quite like in compound shooters. There's no dynamic movement. So you've just seen Toja, you're seeing Geraint in the background struggling a little. Basically, he's a big lad, Fabien, and what he does is go to full draw, hold the dot super still, put his thumb on a trigger, and move nothing to make it go off. There's not many people going to get taught to do it that way. That's just
That is really
lovely.
nice.
He is having a nice day today. And as long as he sticks to those rules, I see no issue with him doing very, very well at this. There have been cases where he's... he sees a nice boy. He feels for the people next to him. No, there have been times that I've watched Fabien both dig deep and come out with results in head-to-heads at World Archery that people didn't expect, but also just crumble a little bit. But he just needs to keep that shot.
That's really good shooting, isn't it?
And it's mechanical what he's doing at the moment. He has worked hard. He's had an odd summer, not as many spaces on the World Cup as you would expect, or perhaps he deserved. He obviously has the World Fields as the thing that's important to him. He's a very good target shooter, but he's a very serious field shooter. Got the space off the French Federation because of how well he is shot, not because of his qualifying scores, because he's been doing a lot of target. I feel he could answer a few critics who have seen him just moved off the national target team for not really any understandable reasons. Sander Dolderman, like you say, busy sort of chap, good archer.
Not shooting great.
10 down.
He's 10 down coming into this, and
he's
better than that.
Yeah, he is. And obviously, yes, he's very, very busy with the king. Nice, got it there. That is top draw.
Right on the textbook, that one.
Yes, actually in the textbook, somewhere near the appendix.
Yeah.
Don't do it like this.
Or
yes, but this is a guy who's got a long history of doing well at World and European Field Championships. He's got to knuckle down and concentrate on that soon. I know he's busy with other stuff.
It's only 2-3 weeks.
Yes, I mean you wouldn't know because you're not going. Quirin Knaack next.
I've heard this then.
Having quite a good day. Ooh, snapped at that one, got it there. And that's that other version, which is always going to look slightly clunky, which is get it on the front end, get it there. Back end was out and round. When he shot that, back end went out round, and it was pure muscle on the front end to hold it still that got that in the middle. And it doesn't.
Disgusting.
It doesn't feel nice. That's the issue. Is that he's there going, cool, I'll take an X, but I don't know how I got it there. That's a good enough position. That's another X.
Disappointed with both those shots.
Well,
both
we've just watched Fabien shoot the way he's shooting, and I know which one I'd take.
Yeah.
And I know which one I would, if we were given style points, I know which one I'd give style points to.
It's taking too long.
No, there's a lot of front end. He's not going to shoot it, but there's. Kieran's
got our cameraman there.
Yeah, I mean, Quirin is going to shoot this purely off the front end. He's using every muscle he owns to hold the front end in place. And what that actually does, and hopefully we see Sander shoot a left, that's a better shot. But that's the thing, is that if the focus is on the front end, you're kind of having to concentrate on two parts. You've got to get the front end to hold, and then you've got to get the back end to break right. What I'm saying is that if you concentrate wholly on the back end breaking straight, you're pretty good. That's a better shot.
Nice,
Too many moving parts. It's lovely, those two shots, style points, beautiful. But it's more difficult to do than it needs to be.
It's a simple game, really.
Well, it is. And you've got to try and limit the moving parts. And obviously, there are national coaches all over the place twitching when I say that. But it's about holding this bow still using the least amount of active muscle. Quirin Knaack's a good archer, but he has to work hard. Yes, like that, and he's just dropped that one out of the bottom, and that's the problem. When there's that much work on it, you're going, I can't keep putting my €10 down out of my pocket to promise you're going to get this.
Yeah.
As it looks at the, it's not just about because he's a great archer. You watch Mike Schlosser, you watch Stefan Hansen. Today you watch Fabien Delobelle. Fabien Delobelle.
Yeah.
And it's believable. You'd keep putting your money down on that roulette table.
Yeah, you would.
And it just doesn't wear you out.
Shooting those types of shot that Sander shot in those first two.
It just wears you out.
It really takes out of it. I know.
And you might come away with a great day, but it's just tricky. Oh, he's not going to rush. Well, he's got 3 X's. Why rush?
No point getting complacent now, is there?
No.
You're 10 down already, though, so I mean, you don't want to drop any more.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to trouble the top 2 groups for tomorrow.
Well, unless he cleans it.
Maybe. I think there possibly will be quite a big gap back from 3 or 4 guys. I think there'll be 3 or 4 guys who have taken this apart.
Second group's going to be about, what, 10 down? It's got to be, isn't it?
X'd it.
What do you think more?
2 good shots.
4 X's, yeah. Nice shot.
So, Toja, 31 X's, stands up pretty solidly against Fabien and Mike's 33 X's.
Hope's not far back.
Hansen 32, Chris White 30. Yeah, Hope's she's a target behind, and she's a target worth of X's behind.
Yeah.
So fair dues. Janine, she's doing well to keep up in there. Landesfine has really found, the first part of this difficult. She's now found some shooting form. We will be back with more later. Oh, we'll just briefly, because we have time. So 2:15 tied for first place. Christina Reuter. That X count's not huge, and again, when you look at that X count, you're going like, all right, there's only 1 point different in the overall score, but those other 2 girls are putting a lot more hours closer to the middle. Heather Gore keeping it reasonably tidy, just back a little bit back further. Yeah, I mean, look at it. Schlosser 1 down, Hansen 2 down, Fabien 2 down, Reginald Cools, always my choice, 3 down.
But there's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people hovering behind that, but I think there's going to be 4 guys who take this apart, and then there's going to be a second group.
Okay, cool.
We'll be back with more.